So the Diamond League made its last season stop of the year. This one was in Brussels, aka the last chance for athletes to qualify for the Diamond League final in Eugene, Oregon. Now for Canadians like Aaron Brown and Marco Arop, they had nothing to worry about. They already qualified. But that wasn't the case for shot putter Sarah Mitton and Andre de Grasse in the 200. Let's start with de Grasse. He came into Brussels clinging to that 8th and final spot, with Zarnell Hughes and Kenny Bednarik not only hot on his tail, but competing in this race. One bad result, and he would be watching the final instead of running in it.
And it's neck and neck between the American and the Brit. They're fighting all the way to the line. It is going to be a win for Kenny Bednarik. And look at that from Andre de Grasse, the season's best, 1989. What a return to form for the Canadian.
De Grasse chose a pretty good time to break 20 seconds for the first time this season. So he finishes in 5th place in the season standings, while fellow Canadian Aaron Brown finished in the top spot. Take a look at this 200-meter final. This is going to be a great one to watch. Okay, what about world silver medalist Sarah Mitton? She led for the first 4 rounds of the shot put event before the reigning world and Olympic champion Chase Ely pulled ahead with a throw of 20.05. But it didn't matter because her 2nd place finish was good enough to book a flight to Eugene. And Canadian Charles Philibert Thibouteau also competed. Now his chances for qualifying for the final ended a long time ago, but his time of 4 minutes, 51.54 seconds in the men's 2000 broke his own Canadian record by over 4 seconds. Okay, so what else happened in Brussels? Oh yeah, this.
He's ahead of the lights, into the home straight, everybody on their feet. Are we gonna see some history here from Jakob Ingebrigtsen? He's miles ahead, he's gonna smash the world record. 4:44.79 is the target. He's done it! It's a world record. There you go, he says. I'm back. Never, never write me off.
I think it says a lot that we're no longer surprised when this guy breaks a record. But this 2,000-meter record had stood since 1999. And afterwards, Ingebrigtsen said, quote, "It's always fun to break a world record. It wasn't difficult for me to break this one." Going into the women's 200, Sharika Jackson seemed to have a pretty clear goal in mind. Well, her 21.48 was a Diamond League record, but the world record remained intact. Elsewhere, Femke Bol won her 10th straight 400-meter hurdles race of the year, and Mondo came close once again to breaking the world record in the pole vault, but had to settle for yet another win. Okay, there was also a Continental Tour event in Zagreb, and the story here was Canadian Kieran Love, who broke the Canadian record in the 3,000 meters for the 2nd time in 4 days. I would call that a pretty good week, especially when you take into consideration that the previous record holder was Mo Ahmed. At that same event, Brendan Rodney finished 3rd in the 200, while Jerome Blake and Maddie Price finished 6th in the 200 and 400 respectively. And finally, last week, distance legend Mofara competed in his last race on home soil. This week, he finished 4th at the Great North Run Half Marathon in what the distance running legend is calling his final competitive race. The 4-time Olympic champion crossed his final finish line in 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 28 seconds. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.